Мгм. Есть контакт. Здравствуйте и добро пожаловать на канал Live Game One. Сегодня мы попробуем стать писателем в игре в Alan Wake. Это не ремастер, это оригинальная игра. Вот. Ну, так же, как с Outlast. Я ее давно покупал, благо. И мне даже оставились какие-то сохранения. Пока что, как обычно, идет подготовка к стриму. Даже в ближайшие минуточку, две примерно все будет уже настроено. Так, проверка звука. Сейчас еще опять, наверное, будет телефон лагать из уведомлений. Мгм. Ага, отлично. Голос слышно громко и четко. Все. Теперь можно приступать. На самом деле еще был вариант с игрой The Darkness. Первое, понятное дело, что не поиграть на компьютере, только вторую часть. Но решил все-таки не устраивать пока что мясорубку, а начать с чего-нибудь, не знаю, попроще. Хотя, кто сказал, что Alan Wake может быть простым? Да. Все-таки нужно опять настраивать звук. Так, пока что я все выкручу. Так, музыка все-таки неотъемлемая часть игры, поэтому громкость эффектов чуть больше. Речь оставлю на прежнем. Звук в роликах поменьше. Ладно, надеюсь, этого хватит. Так, что по управлению надо посмотреть. Так, сейчас надо еще отсоединить графический планшет. Все, что мне мешало. Опа. Так, VSD, Shift, Ctrl, использовать, перезарядка, прыгать. Огонь, мини-игра. Бросок, яркость фонарика, перезарядка батареи, фокусировка камеры, рукопись, пистолет, ружье, смена ракурса. Вроде нормально. Насчет поля зрения фиг его знает. Давай-ка чуть побольше возьму. Ну-ка, так. Интересно, где я тут остановился? Хотя, не знаю, я лучше пока продолжать не буду свою старую игру, а начну как раз-таки новую. В плане записок... Так, где у нас это вроде бы наполнительный материал, воспроизведения? Нет. Ну да, я вроде бы все прошел. Так, ладно, трогать не буду. А то там спойлеры по названиям. Так. Ну что ж, начинаем новую игру. Не знаю, стоит ли побыть на кошмарном. Хотя некоторые записки, я посмотрел, пока настраивал игру, можно найти только на кошмарном уровне сложности. Ну, не знаю. Все-таки я немного мазохист, но давай пока на нормальном уж пройду. Так,
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone. I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Так, погодите-ка. У меня инвентировано, кажется, управление это плохо. Ну-ка. Ни в коем, нормально, пожалуйста. О, да. Вот это кайф. Не знаю, некоторые, возможно, и удобно играть с инвентированным управлением. Отлично.
The radiator had broken when I hit the hitchhiker. The car wasn't going anywhere.
И книги Алана Уэйка. Так. Нет, тут вроде в управлении поле зрения. Чуть поближе пусть будет. О.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Так. Ну-ка. Shift. Springs.
The bridge had collapsed. I'd have to find another way to the lighthouse.
Ну, вроде вся картинка плавная, все чики-брики. Отлично. Пропал Alan Wake.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? You're in this story now.
Блин, стамина нету. Опа. Алан, конечно, не спортсмен, но...
You missed your deadline. Damn.
Ну давай, попробуй. Ну давай, попробуй. Ой, черт, тут не получилось. Ладно, еще раз.
I I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
Ёпта-моне. Блин, дыхалка уже подводит. Я пытаюсь, чувак, пытаюсь.
It's Wake, it's me! Play steward, remember? Quickly, get inside! There's no time to lose! Oh no! Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! 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 I was trapped. There was no way out.
Ой, меня стул ударил. Так. Ладно.
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Follow the light. You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Кому-то нужен подорожник,
Well done.
а кому-то
I have
свет.
something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light.
Эти строчки будут ясны немного позже.
I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light.
О, священный фонарь. Оп.
Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away.
Упс, батарейка села. Пробуем еще раз.
You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
I have.
Now you'll die.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
You made me this way. This is it. You're dead, just like
Вау. Нифига себе, нормас. Неплохо. Все-таки какие-то я помню еще. Пока. Но не обязательно каждый раз махаться.
I can keep this up forever.
Вот придёт. Блин, стамина бедноват.
He's here. Alan, wake up. Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
Хорошо, дорогая, скоро станем. Но перед этим...
Damn yuppies.
Alan, before he missed the shot.
Ладно, ладно, иду. Шотган. Так.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife. If you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
Так, а какая наша машина-то? А, вот это, наверное. Нет. А, у нас это колонна, я думаю, другая будет.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all of your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep.
Без проблем,
Bad
старик.
circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable. Ha!
It does that. Get stuck. Yeah.
А,
you need
тут
to
надо
give
еще
it a
ударить
good
даже. Ну-ка.
solid whack.
О, все, заработало.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
Я когда-нибудь так же буду прикалываться в старости. Так, потом музыку, наверное, по авторским дадут. Но немножко послушаем.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am.
I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stuckey, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did. Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed. And then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
Иногда в некоторых местах бывает очень темно.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid! Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah, splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
Веселые ребята.
The Andersons, they're local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Видимо, там было очень весело в клинике. Как я понимаю, кофе я не дождался. Ладно.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on KBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia, the fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Не знаю, может быть, хотя бы он сумки понес. Хотя бы Одесса у нас справляется. Окей. Ну, это явно съемный домик на первое время. За рубежом это довольно-таки актуально.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again. An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
The lights are on! Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay. I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing! Have fun!
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here. Alice had told me about Cauldron Lake Lodge. The old building used to be a hotel, but these days it was no longer open to the public.
Если что, это вроде как либо дом престарелых, либо ну, психлечебница. Точно не скажу. Точно, я забыл, ведь я могу спокойно на контрол ходить. Ага, вот.
Alice? Honey? A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
Thomas Zane.
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Иду. Ладно, шучу, на самом деле, пока надо еще посмотреть.
The Deer Fest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. A famous artist, no less, but we'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF-FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? He's my favorite.
Да-да-да. Поэтому Алан решил свалить его, чтобы его уже...
Alan, come here, slowpoke. I'm waiting.
Ладно, ладно, иду. Слоупок. Хопа.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice, everyone
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe...
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Damn it. Alice? Alice? Alice! The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
God.
Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming! What the hell?
Стамина нету.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Keep going. Wake up.
Alice? Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot. Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either. The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Да уж, прогулка по лесу.
Damn.
Я все еще не купил ипотеку за эту машину. Ёб твою дивизию. Поменяем ласточку.
Hello?
Hello? Is someone there? The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Так, F5.
Departure by Alan Wake.
Нет, погодите-ка.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Идти в телефон такой глуши довольно-таки сложная задача.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Nightfall!
Oh, hell. Carl Stuckey.
Pleased
to meet you.
Non-refundable reservation
deposit required. Fair and square.
Как раз таки это тот самый человек, который нам сдавал данный дом. Так.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
Тут как раз таки Алан читает. Хотел бы сам почитать, но перебивать Алана все-таки не стоит. Нет, туда смысла идти нету, понятно.
had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Вот и отсылочка. Так, берем батарейки.
During your recommend trying walking. It's the latest thing in
Yes.
contestably
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
proven. Let you
Hello? Hello?
Черт. Даже позвонить не даст.
stone. You can see the sight of those
This is bad.
Это же целый комбайн. Нет, 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 нет. Ё-моё, минус дом. Меня будто приглашают. Так, ой, только не ебануло.
The bulldozer had gone over the cliff with the office. I hoped Stucky had suffered the same fate, but I wasn't planning on staying to find out.
Да, тут лучше не выяснять, а сразу бежать.
There were more of them. My head pounded with a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick. Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Просто так не перелезть.
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
It's rabbit season.
Блин, я ракетницу использовал. Я хотел ракетницу на потом оставить. Ну ладно, что поделать. А что-то есть. Так, это на высоком.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
Значит, скоро, возможно, будут птицы.
What the hell was that?
Это были флешбеки.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Не знаю, вряд ли тут что-то будет, но посмотреть явно стоило. Да, высоковато.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
Он как раз таки недалеко от правды.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Talking is a hazardous occupation.
Oh, shh. Ну, подсказка.
Taken. They're taken.
Будем называть это сообществом света. Ну, турики в любом случае пригодятся. Я вижу автомобиль. Воспользоваться бы им.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Так, мне что-то вдруг стало любопытно. Ага. Но это явно не работает.
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site. With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Да, все-таки урон такой. Отстань, уходи. Давайте все-таки заглянем внутрь. Так, хранится.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could...
Хотя мне кажется, что... Ну-ка. Да, наверное, все-таки мне стоит пока что страница, наоборот, не труп. О, дробовик. Дробовик неплохая тема. Мощно. Но всего 2 патрона. Так, ладно. Попробуем. Надо ускориться. Вроде бы сюда. Угу, все верно. Если, конечно, копнуть глубже, Alan Wake на деле разрабатывался еще с 2006 года. Упс. Ну, хоть ноги не повредил. В большей части только изменился именно что сам Алан. Окружение стало получше. Даже на тот момент это разрабатывалось для PlayStation 3, наверное. Я точно не могу гарантировать точность информации, ибо это было довольно-таки давно.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and who'd keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called
Probably a rabbit.
Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, you know, if anyone runs into Toby, they can grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but too dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks.
You have a good night now.
А у кого-то потерялась собака. В такое время. Не самые благоприятные условия для поисков. Ладно, я тогда буду просто собирать записки, потому что где-то я все-таки пропустил в свое
The
время.
gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no contest. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Я аж нажал вернуться, ладно. Да. Больше запасов, тем лучше. Безопасное место. Охренеть. Раз и просто исчез. В общем, понятно. Мне не дадут нормально. Так. Махнуть. Ай, зараза. Их многовато. Давайте ближе подходить тогда. Так, See Heaven. По большей части в страницах именно описывается то, что происходит в тех или иных локациях. Так. И заодно это дает понятие о том, что будет происходить в дальнейшем. А так как мы все еще до автозаправки не дошли. Опа. А если вниз пойти? Скорее всего, дорога перекрыта. Ну-ка. Хорошо, я понял. Так, сейчас. Гостиница нам в любом случае пригодится. Эта штука за нами не поедет?
Listen!
Патроны дробовик всегда нужны, батарейки пока. Фу.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do.
В общем, это что-то вроде как из Control, как раз таки. Ну-ка. Да, тут походу что-то будет.
As you might think, it can be dangerous. It requires patience.
Oh no.
Even with the engine takes to cool, dropping tools.
Думал, скинуть получится. Так, тут надо покрупнее калибр. Давай, вылезай, я знаю, кто там. достаточно. Ладно. Хочешь побегать, давай. Hasta la vista, baby.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
Отлично. Я думал, что эти штуки скинуть получится. Жалко, что нельзя. Ну ладно.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Да уж, карнавальная колесница — это еще мягко сказано. Грузовик с оленями громкоговорителями.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Это ж машина Санта-Клауса. На чем-то сфокусироваться.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
День оленя получается, да? Кофемашина. Вот только я воспользоваться не могу.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Мне вот интересно, а можно ли было бы пройти, не трогая как раз-таки этого челика?
Alan Wake.
На всякий случай за
I
авторских
came to
прав.
Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me.
Если, конечно, они там будут. Или их можно использовать.
Damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Да, тут еще как раз таки Алан более-менее бритый. А уже в игре во второй уже щетинкой.
I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Да, типичная погода зимой. Только снег побольше.
The continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the third day of the blizzard, and the weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
Как раз таки используется именно фотография задника. Так. На что не приходилось идти. Так, это походу таблетки потом потребуется. Так, здесь походу наш кабинет. Так, как бы тут... А, вот. Посмотрим. Значит, возвращение Сендера. Что я мог забыть? Алекс Кесси. Это то, чего я хочу, кажется. И падение Кесси. Ну-ка, ну-ка, ну-ка. Тут рядышком есть парные пистолеты. Наверное, это отсылка к Максу Пейну. Ведь это фирменная фишка Макса Пейна.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Я красавчик. Так, а где макет обложки? Наверное, здесь. Нет. Получается, муж писатель, а жена дизайнер.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan? Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry!
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Hi, okay.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Как говорится, она была его лучиком света в кромешной тьме, как и он для нее.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine. I don't have the luxury of being complacent. You can't change them in the dark. I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Так. Пропало 3 человека, как раз таки.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Кстати, вполне возможно, что это она могла оставлять все вот эти вот знаки, которые мы можем видеть только благодаря свету фонаря.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Они не найдут Стаки, ведь Стаки больше нет.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
Хорошо.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Спасибо за мобилку.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal.
for watching you.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
They don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
Кстати, страничка. Включить свет. Без базара.
Hey, you! Can you help me? Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See? Sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen, you gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny.
Вот, кстати, да.
It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
В общем, он избил другого чела, который, по идее, был его знакомым, но оказалось, что нет.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
А вот он, дырка в заборе. Ничего, нормальная машинка.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Just one more item before I go.
Kia. О, страничка.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Я смогу перепрыгнуть через это? О, могу. Музыка ничего, нормас. Так. Ну все, чувак уже решил.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Просто вмазал. О!
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to
Барри
me.
душка.
You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
Адвокат. Мне нужен
What the
адвокат.
hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Барри.
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
Нифига себе. Это настоящий фанат. О! Это ждун до того, как его придумали. Да. Эх.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand
just...
what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, it could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky. Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Спасибо, шеф.
Okay, boy. We're almost
Al,
done here.
you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
А, точно, я-то думаю, что еще бланк хотел отнести.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, A guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him.
Так.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Да будь ты здоров.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Будь здоров.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Да, мне фактически точно так же. Ну-ка. Нет, вроде в этот раз стул мне не задамажил. Так, а куда пропали? А, ну да, я же тут и оружие потерял, и часть батареек. Вроде бы ничего нету. Ну-ка, я могу перепрыгнуть через это? О. Угу. И откуда у меня пушка? Я уже думал, мне должны были все изъять. Можно дойти пешком, а можно на авто.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Вот и снова ворона.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Дома субботу слушать радио некогда. Надо жену спасать. Так, ладно, побежали.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization.
Не кажется ли, вороны по мою душу идут? Ну-ка посмотрим, собирал ли я рукопись. Нет. собрано. Интересно, эта штука взрывоопасна? Нет.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
Help me!
Здрасте.
Anyone! Please help!
Hello?
Йоу.
I'm back here. Hey. Mr. Wake?
Дружище помяло.
Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Да мне кажется, он уже...
Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Пиздец, ему ногу сломали просто.
Shh. Good boy.
Хорош мальчик, посиди немножко. Сейчас. Сейчас мы свет включим. Так.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Так, это все пригодится.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty! Rusty!
The ground was covered with glowing patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Ну, собаки, ё-моё, не трогайте пса.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Черт, они и собаку забрали.
Fishing is only permitted for those visitors who purchase a park license. Obey the park ranger's instructions at all times. Rusty?
Rusty, no!
Never approach closer than 100 yards. To bears and wolves, never approach any other wildlife closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed. Never clear and unattended.
Прости, Расти. Нехватка патронов. Так. Ну все, теперь мне патронов, как говорится, хватит на небольшую толпу. Это чё? Это чё за чертовщина-то? Так, явно чекпоинт.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Al, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Теперь уже за Барри пошли. Надо поторопиться. Хотя патронов для револьвера у меня уже полно.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Отлично. Теперь у нас есть нечто помощнее на черный день. Я понял, меня окружили. Блин, у меня нету флайера. Айс. Ух уж эти сущности в виде гномиков. Так, мне эти звуки не нравятся, поэтому я немного поднажму. Поближе к свету. Воу! Пока ослеплен, надо воспользоваться моментом. Ай, зараза. Да уж, от дерева уже ничего не осталось. От таких больших толстых деревьев-то еще найти можно только в определенных локациях. Так, ну нахрен ему. Мне, ребята, с вами некогда возиться. Мне жену искать надо. Эх, опять охотники постарались. Я видел тебя, сущность в виде гномика. О, опять здоровяк. Да ё-моё, откуда вас столько сразу? Ну вот. Зажали. Моя первая смерть. Я еще на кошмаре хотел. А, вот на что еще не отреагировал я. Окровавленная рубашка. И все, ё-моё. Ой, кошмар. Ну что ж, походу настоящие испытания уже наконец-то начались. Остается только пробежать мимо этих ребят. Ай, зараза, попал. Да ё-моё, я ближе к свету. О! Ух, было близко. Так, понятное дело, что, скорее всего, там закрыто. Да, но там лежат рукопись. Так что... Пойду-ка я заберу ее. Ну, кстати, я, походу, ее не считал. Ну-ка.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Это как раз-таки немного о будущих делах. Блин, я уже перепрыгнул, туда мне не попасть. Ну ладно, что поделать. Надо искать свою жену. Но как? Это уже другой вопрос. Давай, быстрей. Эти вороны. О, это как раз таки вояка, которого мы встречали.
The flares will keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but
Let's move.
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I
Ладно.
recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake. You better keep up. Hear that? It's them. That's what I got for you. Monster!
Блин, вас, ребята, многовато тут. Ладно. Давайте-ка поближе подойду. Давай, стреляй. Блин, давай, открывай, чувак. Тут тупиковая зона.
Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun.
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it.
Легко тебе говорить, Ема. Не подпускать их. Ну, здорово, пацаны.
Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us.
Еще один.
Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it.
А, еще один. Ёптель-муптель. Давай, ты где там? Стреляй. Так, все, ладно, надо. О, открыто все, давай валить отсюда.
Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe.
Да, это тепло и светло.
Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
Так, у меня всего 2 флайера осталось.
This
Погоди-ка.
is it, Wake.
Термос.
Last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake. Stop moving! That's what I got for you!
Давай, давай, перезаряжай скорее.
Stop fighting me!
Так, их осветили. Так, давайте, подходите, засранцы. Давай, у меня уже последние 2 флайера остались. Ай, сразу, да хватит уже. Помогай скорее. Блин. Давай, ё-моё, я уже не последний флайер остался. Торопись давай, здоровяк, блин. Опа, повернулся. Блин, батарейки уже кончились тоже. Ага, я чуть не клонки не откинул, пару пустяков.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her and
Как удачно все сложилось. Стой, ублюдок, где моя жена?
No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Я не понимаю этого засранца. Дай бы он пиздил его.
What the hell?
Rusty had warned me about these traps. It hurt like hell. I was stuck.
Я же шифтовал, ё-моё, а? Кто-то не пристал. Теперь надо еще следить за ногами, чтобы не попасть в капканы. А, это капкан, а не страница. Ёпрст-это. Из-за того, что они фактически плюс-минус одинаково светятся, путаешь, думаешь, это страница, а это странные капканы. Скорее всего, на уровне кошмара они вообще высвечиваться не будут. Что вполне логично. Походу нам сюда... Нет? Кстати, я смотрю, тут сюда вроде как можно попасть. Ориентировочно. Держится на добром слове. Тут-то теперь уже точно нифига видно капканы. Как раз попал в бермудский треугольник, по-другому это не назвать. Я хотел прошифтовать вот так вот примерно. Так. Так, оставлю флаер, надо бежать. Это выиграть мне немного времени. Еще парочка. Так, походу мне наверх надо идти. Ё-моё. Дядя, не надо. Блин, батарейка села, придется как-то так воевать. Тогда есть это все. Так, отлично. Ну, кстати, мы тут вроде как были. О, да. Охотничьи ружья, то что надо против здоровяков. Так, ладно.
I'd heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Ну, куда-то вправо идти надо, да? Так. Два флайера нам помогут в критической ситуации. Я могу залезть сюда? Могу. Мам. Так. Интересно, тебе получится что-то сделать? Ну-ка. Угу. Не знаю, получится, не получится. Yes. Не, хрена. Ну ладно, я попытался. Флайер. Что-то пространства тут слишком много. Приготовлю-ка что-нибудь потяжелее. Энергетики мало. Ай. Надо бежать поскорее. Тьма сгущается. Ёпрсоты, еще. Ай, я должен добежать. Оп, раз. И 2, 3. Есть. Иногда самый лучший способ — это просто убежать. Нет, 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 нет. Оп. Ой. Ноги сломал, но я жив. Какая-то черная жижа. Лифт меня не поднимет. Погоди-ка. Патроны нужны. Не знаю, зачем я эти жижи ломаю, но, скорее всего... пригодится в каком-нибудь деле. На нахрен. Поехал вперед. Так. Не знаю, что это за место. Может, это горнодобывающая. Компания была здесь. О, я, оказывается, шел в верном направлении. Я думал, что я решил просто полюбопытничать, смотреть, что там да как. А ну, стоямба. Ё-моё, здоровяк. Ага, иди отдыхай. Так, у меня еще всего 3 патрона осталось. О, теперь больше. Так, эту страницу, получается, я находил. Так. Добро пригодится в любом случае. Так, я тут подумал. Дай-ка я все-таки не буду рисковать. Молодцы, хорошо постарались. Их двое? Ё-моё. Остановись, бейба. Так, 4 патрона. Это моя последняя пуля для винтовки. Ситуация не самая благоприятная. Благо флайеры, конечно, есть, но они на крайний случай. Когда будут вороны или еще какая-нибудь огромная живность. О, нет, у меня уже ночные кошмары, блин. Вот это биг тейсти. Так, тут уже флайер нужен. Раз, два. Благо хватило. Вроде только эти трое были. Человек-тигр с бензопилой. Это классика. Классика, которую можете распределить пополам. Особенно вспоминается чувак с бензопилой из Обители зла. Ну или Resident Evil, и так, и так.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
Okay. Нет, я вам говорю, не получится.
I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Так, дай-ка на всякий случай. Смотрю, ага, вот она. Ну, я слышу какие-то звуки.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
You can learn about nature and yourself.
На всякий случай выйду-ка на улицу, мало ли там еще второй будет. Сезам, откройся. И вот он, железный конь. Извини, чувак, мне некогда с тобой возиться. Так, надо срочно вернуться к баре. А, вот можно, получается, на альтернативную клавишу. Управление хотя бы получше, чем Alone in the Dark. Почему это место подсвечено? Кофе. А что это кофе дают мне? Увеличение типа... О. Так, я понял. Надо бежать. Так, фонарик до них не досветит. Так что надо идти. Сабина, давай. Ох уж эти сущности в виде гномиков. Все отлично. Я в машине. А, я уже доехал. Еще немного. Понял. Дальше пешком.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
О, не, кажется, вороны сейчас будут. Так, ну-ка. Я лучше флайер оставлю. Это выиграть немного времени. Ух ты ж, было близко.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
It's not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
На самом деле тут нечему удивляться. Некоторые как раз таки люди могут либо очень сильно фанатеть, либо очень...
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Очень сильно на них может повлиять книга, фильм или все что угодно. Это что-то вроде Яндера, но связано как раз таки не с парнем, а с произведением. Барри, ты наверняка там этих накормил. Бля, я понял. Ну давай, открывай, Барри. Ну-ка, если флайер работает. вернется. Давай, друже, открывай. Так, ага, понял. Так, тут вроде еще пару боеприпасов. На нахрен.
Barry, you can open the door now.
Отлично, флайер сэкономил.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
Да-да-да, Барри, я понял.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Это также работает и с вдохновением.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old dear diner.
Good girl.
Come here. Pretty please, can you tell me where I am? You, won't you say something? I need to get my bearings amongst.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Лучше за кадром.
Alice?
Exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy.
Это вообще лодка.
Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this. Most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Не это ли
Well, you
место?
ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so
По
much
идее, в
so
одном
that
из
the
этих
place
домов
came to
оно
be
должно
called
быть.
Diver's Isle.
Ну и
But the
показывали.
volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
А, вот, кстати. Нет, закрыто. Не хочу тебя, конечно, торопить, чувак, но мне свою жену спасать надо.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good. Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What?
Поэтому в гостях лучше особо-то ничего не пить, если не уважаешь человека.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
И снова ночь.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road. Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
Не волнуйся, Барри, это тушка.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially.
Ну-ка, я смогу перепрыгнуть? О, могу.
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
Ну что на этот раз я успел сделать, будучи без сознания.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Blaine! What are you? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
Какого хрена тут забыли ФБР?
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Make it easy on him.
Get after it! Don't let him get away! Move it! Move it! Move it! I'll have you shot if you let him get away!
С какого перепуга вы подключили ФБР, ё-моё? Пока не ясно. Черт, стамина нету.
Stop running! We have the suspect in sight! Okay, men. Keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
Where did he go? Fan out! Over here! Over here! I'm with him! Wait! God damn it! Where did he go? Wait!
Еще плюс огонь на поражение.
He's gone! Come on, guys! We need to head him off!
Блин, опять существовали гномиков. Воу.
Nightingale, over. What on earth is going on?
Что это было? О, кстати, я это не трогал. Ну-ка.
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. Pretty girl, she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
Search the area! Stay sharp! This way! Over here!
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
Блин, еще вороны. Ёкарный бабай. Начинает твориться уже лютая дичь. Возле заправки вертолет упал. Наверное, можно было посмотреть. Вижу прожектор. Да. Наверное, сюда можно попасть. Так.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. But it was... Hey, what you... Come on! Sit down and give me that.
James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over.
I could see the lights at the radio station in the distance.
Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a
Не, погоди-ка. Радиостанция.
Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh yeah, I bet. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine. Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light. There was no power to the searchlight.
Не беда, сейчас все будет. Что ж, прожектор теперь уже точно отжил свое. А, тут даже не одни фрагменты ворот, а сразу два.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Светошумовые гранаты? уже почти что никого не осталось. Целый наряд был раскидан. Стамины нету.
FM with Pat Maine. It's Milt Peabody, Pat. What's on your mind, Milt? Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there. Well, that's just up the road.
Сейчас как раз будет рассказывать про самотоху, которая происходила с нами. Ёкарный бабай. Ай, зараза. Болит снова облом. О, светошумовые гранаты. Чем больше, тем лучше. Так, гранату под ноги и уворачиваемся. Походу, я сам себя немного дезориентировал.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
It's Lorna Miles. Oh, why, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us? Well, I just don't think why the cops bother with the trailer park. What do you mean? It's a trailer park. Of course you're going to have trouble in a place like that. I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people. Well... let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911. Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in, folks. I'm gonna see if I can talk him into an interview.
Он спалил контору.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Спасибо, что сообщил ему.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
По новой. Второй круг. Ответа.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me?
Говард Филлипс Лавкрафт.
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Ищу флайеры. Отлично. Да, вряд ли мне дадут нормально завести генератор, поэтому поступим следующим образом. Так. Раз, два, три. Ай, сразу. Ну. Все, не тронешь ты меня, засранчик. Так, дай-ка флайер возьму. Стоп, у меня снова револьвер? Куда? Я ж вроде только этот ракетницу брал.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
О! Так, надеюсь, это выиграть мне немного времени. Так, что тут? О, да. I have shotgun. Ёп, твою дивизию. Ладно, я понял. Пора бежать на полных парах. Подходим по одному. Ох ты ж. Так, надо флешлайт. Оп. Не бывает, сколько ж их тут развелось-то. Но я думаю, чем дальше, тем больше. Так, я понял, надо поспешить.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan. Alan. I'm so afraid. He keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
Это как...
I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there. darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Ай, зараза, лови флешку. Уху! А, еще флешку. Надо бежать скорее, 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 скорее. Опа. Ай, зараза. Ух. Что это за хрень? Ай! Охренеть невстатимо. Я еще каким-то образом должен сопротивляться этому. Когда мне прям закидывают в наглую. Капец. Ну, это прикольно. Я думал, хотя бы флешка сработает, но оказалось этого крайне мало.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Лови флешку. Так. Это ее просто... На, флешку. О, даже я слеп ненадолго. Ой! Я даже дезориентирован, мальца. Так. Где я, кто я? А, вот. Так. Одна флешка осталась.
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Отлично, теперь у нас хотя бы модели фонарика получше. Так, на всякий случай все-таки смотримся. Потому что сейчас расходники очень нам пригодятся. Учитывая, сколько здесь огнеопасных предметов. Угу. Я, как обычно, уже на волоски добираюсь. Хорошо, что я проберег флешку одну. Так. А там ничего сзади нету? Блин, ничего нету.
We take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion.
Рукопись, рукопись. Опа. Не проглядел. Так. Ну вот, сейчас начнется. Кто-то. Ёпта ломаная. Живой комбайн. Странный комбайн, ё-моё. Что мне с тобой делать? На! Упс, 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 упс. Ай, задавил. Блин, босс комбайн, ё-моё. Так, ладно, что у нас есть? Есть шотган. Надо довести его, получается, сначала до состояния возгорания. Ладно, у меня есть идея, попробую ее реализовать. Так, идея раз, идея два. Так. Жри фонарик. Давай, давай, давай. О, есть, отлично. Ну что, кто следующий? Ох уж этот комбайн, ё-моё. Хотя какой комбайн? Экскаватор, ё-моё. Так. Фух. Благо флайеров было достаточное количество. Плюс у мальца вмазался не в очень удачное место. Так, все, вроде бы всего хватает. Боик. Ай, этот звук никогда не надоест. И вот он, наконец-то, автомобиль. Звук. Фух.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now. Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
Так, погоди-ка. А я могу на машине? Просто пешим ходом довольно долго будет. Во. Ну-ка. Так.
Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Скорее всего, у нас потом будет сегмент автомобилями. О. Четыре на 4 мы. Ну-ка. Так, погоди-ка, а там что? А, это просто более короткий путь.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that...
Поразительное количество открытых автомобилей. Хотя, учитывая, что это глухая местность, вполне возможно, что могут не запирать. Ни хрена себе, мне даже дверь сломалась. Хоть сегменты короткие, но повреждения автомобилей тут реализовано. О, вот это вот машинка. Как раз на этой машине мы избили, наверное, в самом начале кого-то или нечто. Но я думаю, все-таки перед угольной шахтой надо разведку не провести, да? Ну ладно.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you
Но
were
место
talking about
довольно
life
большое.
and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying,
Ну-ка, лошадка, давай назад. Вот тут что-то есть. Ну-ка. Конечно, торопиться по совершенно надо, но нужно подготовиться, так как рукописи у меня нету. А за 2 дня дописать ее, это еще попробовать умудриться надо. О, что, я совсем выдохся? Такой впервые. Нет, я находил. Давай-ка аккуратненько. Отлично. Давай еще пару шагов до автомобиля. От винта. Даже занос работает.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now. I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Wake!
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there.
Доехала мене.
I'm through being jerked around
You
by
want
you.
to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill him.
Давай, Сезам, откройся.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
Воу, what the... Это только что было, блядь.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Да как не выйти-то из здания-то? Вход-то перекрыт. Ладно, тогда только вот так. Ну-ка, я открыть это могу, нет? А сломать? Да вряд ли. Ладно, тогда сейчас флайеров наберу. Батарейки у меня полные, отлично. Сезам, откройся. Ну, погнали. Так, вроде бы патронов хватает. Давай, давай. Еще один объект. Так, ладно, надеюсь, это все. Неспроста мне дают еще выбор между светошумовыми гранатами. Флайеров-то у меня много, так что я могу ими воспользоваться. Сейчас эта штука немного успокоится. Ёкаломаны, что тут происходит? Сейчас надо немножко успокоиться. Все уже получше. Да такой бандурой можно было бы любого убить.
What the hell? The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
О, не, сейчас начнется мясо лютое. Ну, я видел, ты прямо из земли вылез. Давайте, подходите, голубчики, я вас всех встречу. В смысле? Не сработало? Как так это? Ладно, тогда давайте за мной. Я вам флешку оставлю. Ну нахрен. ракетница. О, нет, еще эта штука живая, целая. Ну-ка. Еще толстяк идет, а? Ай, зараза. Давай, Алан, стреляй. Ну все, машине хана. Так, у меня как раз одна флешка осталась, я ей воспользуюсь. Все, пошли нахрен. Так, опять что-то там, походу, бегает туда-сюда. Давай, подходи. А я забыл, что у меня дробовик есть. Бляха-муха. Никому не доверяю в темноте. Так. Батарейки полный. Отлично. Пора валить отсюда. Мне наоборот кажется, что похититель не является похитителем. Так, эту штуку я включить не могу. Что, машина не работает? Ее не взять? Блин. Так, ну эту жижу я буду... Ай! Этой жижи еще и дамажит? Тогда изыди жижа. Иди, засранец. Ёкарный бабай! Подходи по одному. У меня еще до хрена флайеров. Я не побоюсь их использовать. Опа! Опа, раз, два. Так, надо немного переждать. Здоровья мало. Так. Оп-оп-оп-оп-оп-оп-оп. Даже страницы не подобрать. Все. Тут уже, ребята, вы не пройдете. Извините уж. Так. Угу. Походу не отстали. Так, не пойти туда, но... Судя по... Ага, припасы. Отлично. Светошумовые гранаты. О, нет. Я только свалил от вас, ребята. Так, флайеры мне пригодятся, поэтому... Света осталось все, ничего. Ох, ёкарный бабай.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
О, да. Да, этих ребят довольно много. Я от вас, ребята, уже довольно сильно устал бегать. Так что хватит меня преследовать. Против шотгана не попрешь. Только если это не бессмертное существо или вампир. Ну, или пуля непробиваемая, от слова совсем.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
Так, можно немного тут отдохнуть. Фух. Почему они как все не отпустят меня?
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Вообще-то это было очень больно. Понял. Ну-ка, флайера у меня нету. Есть только... Так. Все, флешки есть. Не знаю, помогут ли они мне сильно, но... Какое-то время должно хватить. Что-то есть. Батареек у меня вроде бы хватает. Я, конечно, плохо помню, что вообще там происходило-то в самой игре, но, кажется, чувак просто использовал запись голоса Элис. Че, босс-холодильник? Так. Ты еще не закончил? Лови Грену. Вот же упертое существо. Только я теперь лишился всех флешек. На крайний день. Блин, целый паровозик. Томас. Давай, дерево, прикрой меня. Так, отлично. Где второй кусок? Блин, батарейка. Все мало, мало, мало. Ох, как уже прожорливый фонарик. Нет, погоди-ка. Это единственное место уже, походу, куда мне надо идти. Так, ключики. Что ж, пора выяснить. Сезам, откройся. Так, ракетницу используем.
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Так, винтовка или дробовик? Ну-ка, что насчет винтовки? Количество патронов одинаковое, так что дробовик надежней будет. Так, не время глазеть на листья. А то сейчас опять придут сущности в виде гномиков. Либо сама сущность.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Да хотел бы я поторопиться, да вот только просто так вот не получится. Отлично. Теперь этого добра мне должно хватить на какое-то время.
Birds.
Давайте, птички. Ой, ё-моё. Подходим по одному. Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй. Я видел, у меня полоска ХП была целая. Если не особо-то разбился. Ладно, сначала пробежим через эту штуку и встретим птиц. Ага. Проходи, пернатый. Блин. Ладно, была не была. Отлично, один флайер я оставил. Ну, там какой-то свет есть. Походу туда и надо. И кой нахрен?
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Четыре камеры резко развернулась.
Alice?
Alice!
А, это воспоминания как раз.
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
Ну-ка. Да, это то, что случилось в тот день. Скорее всего, когда Алан пытался спасти свою жену, ее утащила эта старая тьма. Здесь опять какая-нибудь хрень живет. Я на что-то хорошо не рассчитывал. О нет, сейчас этот... Я еще рядом. Подходим по одному, ребята. Это собака. Где дробовик? Пошел в жопу. Какие же надоедливые, а? Так, просто сломаны броски. Почему надо было встречаться именно
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Так, надеюсь, этого хватит. Так, теперь получается мне надо наоборот спуститься и потом уже поднять. Я чувствую воздух, наконец-то. О, я выбрался из шахты, наконец-то, наконец-то. Так. Бляха-муха, я понял. Так, это все пригодится. А что же наверху? Так.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench. He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. We're on a comeback tour, baby.
Да, интересненько. Так, ладно, попробую я аккуратненько спуститься. Получилось. Угу. Так, отдышка уже есть, надо немного... О. Вороны, сосите пиво. Так. Теперь мне никто не помешает завести генератор. Наверное, вороны опять будут мешать. Блин, 2 партии ворон уже. Вроде рассосались. Ну вот. Дубль 2, как я понимаю, да? А, я думал, полетит вниз. Ох уж эта сущность. Убегаем от нее, блин, уже без сна и отдыха. Я патроны хочу взять. Вот. Ладно, пусть будет дробовик. Винтовка, конечно, помощнее, но... Осталось уже недолго. Чуть моя жопа, что меня ждут крупные неприятности. Хорошо, хорошо, иду не спеша. Угу. Бляха, когда хватит меня уже. Опа, раз. Какие же доставучие, а? Да, и не самый лучший путь. Конечно, насчет стамины Алана можно пошутить. Алан Уик. Типа слабый Алан. Давай. И стамины очень мало. Хотя ломать все довольно-таки гораздо. Да ты издеваешься, еще какой-то дом. Может быть, это... О, закрыто. Я все понял. А как мне тогда самому туда сюда попасть? Так. Не скучаю по тебе, Том. Ты видишь надписи эти. Том, поговори со мной по телевизору. Инициалы какие-то, скорее всего, какой-то Том. Чё, вот эта плита потом придет по мою душу. Так, патроны нужны. Вот, бляха-муха, походу сущность скоро уже придет. Так. 13 флайеров. Этого вполне должно хватить. Чтобы пережить хоть целую стаю ворон. Но тут я вижу, где что сломается. Джерони. Угу, окружен. Так, пошли в жопу.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Как говорится, помансил неплохо.
I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Страничка.
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
Да, я иду по твою душу, засранец.
Sorry, please, lady. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make him play ball. You see? To get him right in.
Ну, вот как я и рассчитывал. Что, скорее всего, он просто лжец. Ой. Как раз таки вспоминает, что он делал.
Oh my, what a wretched life. I was born on the day that my poor mama died. I was cut.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Как говорится, напичкали ее моя успокоином.
I felt groggy.
Так, ну, на этом моменте мы с вами сохранимся. Если что, продолжим как раз таки завтра. Я думаю, за 2 стрима наверняка получится пройти. Спасибо, что были с нами на канале Live Game One. Надеюсь, вам понравилось. Если что, пишите комментарии, ставьте лайки, все в таком духе. Вот. Как раз таки просили сделать нормальные ссылочки на донат и что еще, ссылочку на канал. Так что все есть в описании снизу. Как раз таки. Вот. Записи стримов находятся как раз таки там же. Для вашего же удобства там все отсортировано и идет как раз таки с самого начала до самого конца. Так что не запутайтесь. С вами был Game One. Увидимся завтра. Пока-пока.